Structure.
Ano?
Hindi pag-iisip. Pag-iisip
The
sa sarili.
self-cognitive construct is
Tama
ito
po.
yung tumutukoy sa
Hindi.
idea.
Idea na. Pinagsasama-sama nila. Oo.
Idea o konsepto ng ating sarili sa pamamagitan ng pag-iisip, perspection o karanasan. Gets po. Next is, we have a statement here that I am who I am. Ako ay ako. And this statement
Sino
begs
ka
a
ba?
question. Now, if you are who you are, then who are you that makes you who you are? So sabi dito, anong parte ng katawan mo, personalidad mo, or behavior mo ang bumubuo sa'yo? Next is the concept of and psychology is at times interchangeable with other similar terms. So sabi dito, may pagkakaiba-iba or may iba't ibang definition ang self. Sabi nga ni Zhang Yani and Carl 2014, the sense of personal identity and who we are as individuals. So, we will discuss the different definition of the self according to the concept of psychologists. We have our psychologist is si William James. One of the earliest psychologists to study the self and conceptualize the self as having two aspects. So kay William James daw, meron siyang dalawang aspect, which is the I and me. So, I is the thinking, acting, and feeling self. So, yung I sa kanya is, ano raw yung nararamdaman mo, ano yung ginagawa mo, or ano yung, basta yun, ano yung, mo, nararamdaman mo, gano'n. And yung me naman is the physical characteristics as well as psychological capabilities that makes who you are. So, yung me daw is yung physical appearance, physical na anyo, gano'n, which is, in short, confidence sa sarili. Nagigets?
Opo.
Next is, other concepts similar to self are identity and self-concept. Identity is composed of one personal characteristics, roles, and responsibilities as well as affiliations that define who one is. So, familiar kayo sa word na identity, di ba? Yun yung yun yung pagkakakilanlan sa ating sarili. And the self-concept is basically what comes into your mind when you are asked about yourself. Ito yung, kumbaga, for example, may tinanong mo siya, sino ka ba? Siyempre, yung unang nasa isip niya, yun yung isasagot niya. For example, tinanong ako ng, sino ka ba? Siyempre, ang sasabihin ko, ako lang naman yung, ganito.
Ano?
Self-identity and self-concept are not fixed in one time frame. You may identity yourself based from who you are yourself at present or in the future. So sabi dito, not permanently, constantly change based on our experience. For example, dito is, ano yung nakikita mo ngayon sa sarili mo? Maaring iba sa nakaraan or mag-iiba pa sa hinaharap. Ganun po yung ibig sabihin ng self-identity and self-concept. So next psychologist is si Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers is humanistic psychologist. Captured this idea and his concept of self, a schema or organized system or collection of knowledge about who we are. So, kay Carl Rogers naman is meron siyang dalawang aspect na magkaiba ng definition na I and death. Yung kay William James, di ba, thinking, yung I niya. Yung kay naman, kay Carl Rogers is yung I niya, decided from others. Parang itong course na kinuha natin, di ba nag-breakdown ka, ganun. Down na down ka sa sarili mo. Yun yung isa kanya. Gets po?
Yes po.
Gets yung pinagkaiba ng I and me kay Carl and William. So here are some examples of self-schema. Self, hobbies, religion, family, and nationality. Self-schema. The schema is not limited to the aforementioned example. It may also include your work, your course, your age, your name, and your physical characteristics, among others. Who wants to read? And you.
As you grow and adapt to the changes around you, they also change, but they are not passive receivers as they quickly shape and affect how you see, think, and feel about other things or the people around you. And
So dito for example is yung may circle of friends ka. Tapos yung ikaw tamad ka, tapos yung circle of friends masisipag. Parang yung gawain nila ma-adapt mo. Ganon. Parang kunwari sila, nag-aaral sila.
Ma-encourage ka.
Na-encourage. Ganon.
ay, parang dati siya.
Example, when someone state your first name, even if not talking about you. Your attention is drawn. Dito is yung, may na, kung
Parang
baka,
ma-encourage ka kasi kung ano
dito
ginagawa.
merong nag-uusap na, circle of friends, tapos ikaw nandito ka sa gilid nila. Parang yung pinag-uusapan nila konektado sa'yo, sa sarili mo. So parang mag-a-assume ka na ikaw yung pinag-uusapan
Ay, parang
nila.
ako kahapon.
Kaya makukuha yung attention mo.
Ah.
Paano yun pag may mga kaibigan kang matatalino, tas bobo ka, tas pupunta ka doon, magiging matalino ka din?
Depende sa'yo yan.
Ah,
Hindi, depende.
depende din.
Kung gusto mo talaga. Kung di ka aasa.
Nagigets
Ah,
ka?
ah.
Next is,
Curious.
you will generally see this concept of self and identity as mental construct created and recreated memory. So this concept developed through our experience and reflection. Also can change based on new information. It depends on being encountered. For example, yung mga millennials tas yung Gen Z. Diba? Parang yung millennials na ano din nila yung Gen Z. Yung pinukwento.
Na ano.
Parang sa mga outfitan gano'n. Na-influence din sila na
ganun.
so ng ganito-ganyan. Nagigets na.
Yes, ma'am.
Static.
Next is several psychologists, especially during the earlier development
Lucky.
of students, also by looking deeper into what they do.
Go.
Ay, Sigmund.
Focus on understanding the mind by examining its inner working. So, si Sigmund Freud is conceptualized the progress, construct, and behavior of the self as the result of the interaction between the id and the superego. So, si Sigmund Freud is siya yung influence ng generation natin ngayon. So, sabi dito, id and the ego and the superego. Familiar naman kayo dun, di ba?
Sa
Yung
id.
id and ego.
Yes,
and
po.
the ego and superego. So, yung id
Id.
is
Id.
pleasure principle, ego reality principle, and superego is morality principle. For example, dito yung kay SpongeBob, di ba kung nag-iisip siya may dalang kalutang dito? Which is si Evil and tapos yung Angel.
Ah.
Yun. Yung evil dito, siya yung id. Tapos yung ego, ikaw mismo. Tapos yung super ego, yung angel.
Edi.
Hindi mo ako.
Edi. Id. Edi.
Id. Id.
Id.
Id.
Id.
Yun, parang, at yung id, yung ano, gusto. Siya yung may gusto na ano. For example, ikaw
Gusto ko siya.
Parang ngayon, nasa klase ka, nag-iisip ka na, ano, gutom na ako, gusto ko nang bumili, gano'n. Siyempre, tapos may klase kayo. Siyempre, si Id naman, ano, so, gugulong niya sa'yo na, ano,
Dessert.
bumili ka na, gano'n, ganyan, gano'n. And si
Sul-sul.
Ikaw naman, ano niya na, parang sa ego mo na. Sa ego, iisipin mo na, ay hindi, ganito, ganyan. Mamaya na lang. So, si super ego, maano niya yung, ano, parang magpaparealize siya sa'yo. Gano'n. Nagigets?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, however, one cannot fully describe the effect of society and culture to the formation of the self, identity, and self-concept. Even as food and other theories and researchers try to understand the personality in deeper into the mind, they cannot fully describe the huge and the important effect of the environment. This is not nature versus nurture. Instead, nature and nurture versus nature. So, kahit daw si fruit is, or kahit daw si fruit at iba pang theory, nagtatapang unawain yung mga tao. Para hindi nila maano masyado. So, dito, nature and nurture. Alam mo yung pinagkaiba naman siguro ng nature and nurture, di ba?
Hindi pa? Ano yun?
Nature, kalikasan.
Hindi pa?
Ano yun? Pa-idea kayo doon.
Wala.
Nature.
Yung nature, yung ano yung paligid. So,
Nurture, ano yun?
Nurture.
so yung nature is, ito yung kung saan ka nang galing. For example,
Sa nanay ko. Totoo ba? Saan ka ba nang galing? Oh.
For example, dito ka pinanganak sa ano, dito sa Malasigi, gano'n. Yun ang nature, kung saan ka nang galing. And the nurture naman is, ito yung, ano, sa paligid natin. So, yung nurture, parang yung sa mga
Environment,
paligid mo,
environment.
na-adapt mo yung ano nila, gawain nila. Gano'n.
Environment.
Yes.
Okay na.
Yes, niya, may tanong kayo sa report ko.
Wala po.
Sir kayo. So, may I call on the next reporter, Gigi?
Good morning everyone, my name is Gigi Reyes and this is the continuation of our topic. Our topic is all about, internal and external. Alam naman po natin anong pinagkaiba ng internal at external. Ang internal po is yung pang-loob or pang-loob po natin. Ang external naman po is labas or
Understanding our actual self, who we are, idea set, who we want to be, and on without who we think we should be.
Paano mo basahin yan?
This difference between this thought and physical emotion requires solution. Self-awareness and capacity to be preventing risky behavior and from irresponsible action. However, it can also be negative, leading to self-consciousness, worrying about others' judgment, or in large crowd, being in vision, loss of self-awareness and actual activity patiently leading to adverse repeat actions.
And sabi po dyan, self-awareness involves understanding our, number one po ay yung actual self po natin, who we are. Ito po ay, ito po yung pangunawa po natin sa sarili nating katangian. Kabilang na po dyan yung mga ating weaknesses and strength. Ang ideal self naman po, kung sabi po dyan, is who we want to be. Kung ano yung mga gusto natin makamit in the future. At ang last po is old self, who we think we should be. Ito naman po ay yung pangunawa po natin sa sarili nating pagkilos. Ayan po. Sinabi po dyan na differences between these self can cause negative emotion requiring solutions. Self-awareness can be positive, preventing risky behavior, prompting responsible action. Sabi po dyan, kung ang self-awareness po is positive, may positive impact po para sa atin, meron naman pong negative impact. Ang negative impact po is yung self-consciousness or nagdadalawang isip po tayo sa isang bagay kung gagawin ba natin to or hindi dahil conscious tayo na yun nga, sabi ko nga kanina, naka-conscious tayo kung gagawin natin or for example na lang po sa kadamitan po natin, naka-conscious tayo na kung isusot ba natin to or hindi dahil baka i-judge tayo ng iba na pang isusot natin. Parang napapaisip tayo, nakakaroon tayo ng doubt sa sarili natin kung bagay ba or hindi, di ba? Dahil hindi lang ikaw yung nagde-decide sa sarili mo eh. Parang yung iba is yung talagang
Kino-consider mo na.
self-consciousness na nakaayon sila sa ibang tao. Ayan, last slide po. Sabi dyan, self-awareness can keep you from doing something dangerous. It can help remind you that there is an exam tomorrow in one subject when you are about to spend time playing computer games. Yan, parang ina-aware niya tayo dyan sa example po dyan na may exam bukas na kaysa computer guys, kung may self-awareness guys, ina-aware mo yung sarili mo na gawin yung isang bagay na gusto mong unahin na parang, di ba pag nag-aaral tayo
Manya na habit.
pag may quiz, gano'n, dapat unahin natin mag-review kaysa mag-computer or cellphone. Yan. Self-awareness po yung tawag po ito. And now po, binibigyan ko na po ang next report guys.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Laimani Guzman, your last reporter for today. And our topic is about self-esteem. So, group identity and self-awareness also affect our self-esteem, which is defined as our personal positive or negative perception or evaluation of ourselves. Damiani and Tari 2014, Liedman, and Gross Graceberg 2011. So, dito naman sinasabi na group identity and self-awareness are affecting our self-esteem o pagkakilala sa sarili. For example, sinabihan ka sa grupo nyo na maliit ka. So, parang ako yun. So, parang mapipil mo sa sarili mo yun. Alam mo na sa sarili mo na maliit ka nga. So, mapipil mo na parang maano yung self-esteem mo doon. Parang bababa siya kasi sinabihan ka na maliit ka. Pero if a group membership or identity or accept you or support you, your self-esteem or self-confidence
Can be high.
is tataas. So next.
Para siyang confident.
History at piano.
One of the ways in which our social relationship affect our self-esteem is through social comparison. According to the social comparison study,
We learn.
we learn about ourselves. The
appropriate
rate of our behavior as well as our social state by comparing aspects of ourselves with other people.
Dito naman sinasabi na one of the ways in which our social relationship affects our self-esteem is through social comparison. O pag kina-compare natin yung sarili natin sa iba, and kung ano yung nagiging pag-uugali natin at kung ano daw yung katayuan natin sa lipunan na i-compare natin sa ibang tao. And social comparison, ito daw yung common type na pag kino-compare natin yung sarili natin sa iba at nakakagawa daw tayo ng positive sa sarili natin dahil na kino-compare natin yung sarili natin sa iba na mas mababa sa atin. For example, yung kapitbahay nyo mahirap, tapos kayo mayaman. So, parang mapipil mo yung sa sarili mo na mas angat ka kasi mas mayaman ka kaysa dun sa kapitbahay nyo. And may isa naman dyan na tinatawag na upward social comparison. Yun yung pag kina-compare naman natin yung sarili natin sa mas angat naman sa atin. For example naman dito, naglalakad ka tapos may nakita kang pamilya na mayaman, tapos nabibili nila yung gusto nila, tapos ikaw nakikita mo sa sarili mo na hindi mo mabili kasi mahirap ka, hindi mo kayang bilhin yung mga gusto mo. So parang mapipil mo yung nabababa yung self-esteem mo or yung self-confidence mo dahil doon. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na ganun yung na-feel mo sa sarili mo, mag-i-stay ka lang sa ganung situation. Pwede mo naman itong gawing motivation para mas lalo ka pang mag-stay. And next is, sometimes there is a thin line between high self-esteem and narcissism. And there are a lot of tests and measurements for self-esteem, like the Russian bird scale, but the issue is the result can be affected by the desire of the person to portray himself or herself in a positive or advantageous way. Jamyani and Tari 2014. This case, you really want to take a test and find a numerical value or level for your self-esteem. Try to be honest and objective about what you feel and see about yourself. Dito naman daw is, sometimes there's a thin line between high self-esteem and narcissism. Narcissism, yun yung mataas ang tingin sa sarili. And sabi dyan, there are a lot of tests and measurements for self-esteem, like Rosenberg scale. Pero yung naman doon, sinasabi na pwede daw maapektuhan yung magiging resulta ng isang kagustuhan ng tao na may pakita sa sarili niya na positive siya o nakakalamang siya. So, kung gusto mo daw malaman kung gaano mo pinapahalagan yung sarili mo o yung self-esteem mo, kailangan maging honest ka sa kung ano yung nararamdaman mo o yung ginagawa mo at nakikita mo sa sarili mo mismo. Next is history.
True self-esteem is a very important concept related to the self. Students have shown that it only has correlations, not causality to positive outputs, and all Chang-Geng and Kari 2014, it can be argued that high of health or healthy self-esteem are result to overall good personality. but it should not be only source of a person's only perspective of himself or herself. People with high self-esteem are commonly described as outgoing, adverting, and adaptable in a lot of situations. They also initiate activities and love relationships. Relationship with people, however, they may also dismiss other does not conform to their self-concept or boost their self-esteem. They are bullies and experiment and abusive behaviors with drugs and alcohol.
Dito naman, sinasabi na importante daw yung self-esteem, pero related lang siya kung maganda yung kinakalabasan sa'yo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na mataas yung self-esteem mo is automatic na maganda lahat sa'yo. For example, nakakatulong ka sa ibang tao, pero yung itinutulong mo, parang nanggaling din lang naman sa masama. So, hindi ibig sabihin na, bakit tumutulong ka sa ibang tao, hindi ka na nakakagawa ng masama. And meron din naman daw mga taong matataas yung self-esteem nila. Ito yung mga taong nagiging adventurous sila, tapos nagiging para kaibigan, and nakaka-adapt din sila ng mga situation like yung paggamit ng drugs or yung alcohol. And alam niyo yung pag nakakapag-take na sila ng drugs or yung alcohol, parang nakaka-create sila sa isip nila ng kung ano-ano na hindi maganda, and doon nag-i-start na nagiging bully sila.
Pero kahit hindi naman nakadrop, meron pa yung mga bully, diba?
Next. Last is, this duality in the behavior and attitudes only proves the above-mentioned correlation. Baumeister and Smart and Biden 1996 in their research on self-esteem concluded that programs, activities, and parenting style to boost self-esteem should only be for rewarding good behavior and other achievements, and not for the purpose of merely trying to make children feel better about themselves or against them. Dito naman sinasabi na importante daw yung kung paano yung pagtuturo or gawain ng magulang, kung paano yung pagtuturo nila na mapataas yung self-esteem ng isang bata, ay dapat lang daw para sa pagbibigay ng award or achievements, at hindi lang para sa may pakita o may paramdam dun sa bata na mas mabuti yung sarili nila o para lang sa pag-alis sa kanila. Yung award dun na sinasabi, yun yung parang pupurihin mo yung isang bata kung maganda yung ginagawa niya or maganda yung pag-ugali niya.